Hi guys. In the previous video, I explained the difference between a measure of central location and a measure of variability. Clearly, these two types of measures capture different types of information. And as a more clear example, I think about this one. There are two cities, Honolulu and Phoenix. And clearly, from the pictures, you can tell the difference. I never been to Phoenix. I just Googled an image, so I believe it's a desert. So anyhow, just from these pictures, guess which city have the higher average temperature. So just it's not a statistics question. Just think about it, and the answer is, according to Wikipedia, uh, the answer is Honolulu. The daily mean temperatures, the mean temperature in Honolulu is 77.7 Fahrenheit, but in Phoenix it's 75 degrees in Fahrenheit. But so basically they are similar in terms of the average temperature. So you may be wrong. It's very likely that you chose the wrong answer because they're similar. Hard to tell which is it's not clear. So that means, in other words, they are different. Clearly, they are different, but the average is not that different. So the average is not capturing something. The difference is not captured by their average temperatures. So you have to. That was not an informative question. Average is not an informative measure to compare the weather in these two cities. But to describe, now let me describe the difference between these two cities. Then I would give you these numbers. In Honolulu, what's surprising is even in January, the coldest season, the average low is 66.3. So even at night in January, the temperature is 66 Fahrenheit. But also, what's even more surprising is it's that warm in winter, but also it's not that hot in summer. In July, the hottest month, the average high is 87.9 Fahrenheit. So when it is low, the low is quite high and the high is quite low. So it's very stable throughout the year. So that's why Honolulu is the best weather in the world. But in Phoenix, in January, it goes down to 45.6 degrees in Fahrenheit. But it goes very high in July. The average high in July is 106.1. So that's average high. So when it is hot, it's extremely hot, but the low is not that high. Low is low enough. So Phoenix, the temperature in Phoenix varies a lot throughout the year. These numbers best describe the difference between Honolulu and Phoenix. This and so the point here is the variability of the temperature, not about the average temperature. The average temperatures are similar in two cities, but what we want is the variability of the temperatures. So that's what we are capturing by a measure of variability. So think about this. In many examples, in many applications and studies, measures of variability are of bigger interest, more important than measures of central location. Even if I said the mean is the most important and the most popular measure, that is still true, but it's not perfect. There are some examples where the mean has nothing, like cannot do anything. Like the Honolulu and Phoenix was an example. to get more, to be more concrete, think about variability of income, not about average income. The variability of income means the income from the poor and income from the rich. The variability is about income inequality, right? And variability of financial returns means when the market is bad, how much you can lose, or when the market is good, how much you can gain. The difference is about risk. It's different from expected returns. And finally, variability of manufactured output. Well, some outputs are really good, but others are really bad. Then we say the manufacturing process is not lacks precision. So it's about precision or reliability or safety. So in these examples, as you can see from directly from the examples, the measure of variability itself is important on its own light, but still also, of course, measure of variability is not perfect. It just complements the mean, but itself can be very important in many examples. And we are going to learn 4 different measures of variability in this chapter. And they are the range, the interquartile range, and the variance, and the standard deviation. The first two, range and interquartile range, are based on percentiles. And the other two, variance and standard deviation, are based on the mean. So before entering the main part of this chapter, if you are not familiar with the basic concepts of percentiles and the mean, please watch the previous videos again. Watch chapter 3 videos again to see what is the mean or how to calculate the mean. And also percentiles or the median are important, and you need them to understand these measures. So from the next video, I will explain what they are, but if you don't have the background knowledge, then you may be lost. So please make yourself more familiar with these concepts. Review briefly what we learned in the previous chapter, and then resume the next video. So I will stop this video here, and we are going to define the first 2 measures from the next video. Thank you for watching. Make sure review the previous chapter. See you in the next video.